and Charles Davis, they've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Manning on the bootleg. He's got it, the tight end Jeff Heuerman. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Manning now on first down. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On second down, here's Crowell. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Manning. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
And Harris has got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dwayne Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The tight end in motion right. This is Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. To the air again here, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Brandon, I had a 1st-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Pep, there goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard. The New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Manning to throw on second down. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
I don't think there's any doubt that that was not a very good throw by Eli. And, you know, part of what happens is he's a little bit of a slinger. All right, he's going to throw it downfield and take his shots. And in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick sixes Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
So study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it again with Crowell. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now Benjamin. Oh, nice move. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Oh, nice move at midfield. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers, and you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach, and on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Dontrell Inman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Brandon Mebane breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Manning. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here now, look at Melvin Gordon. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Second down, Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Finds his target. It's Gates. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Fresh set of downs here. The first down throw here for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rivers now on second down. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Final play of the half, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. Got some room at the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down. That's Oliver. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Rivers now to throw on first down. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of 4. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, it's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shotgun now for Manning. That's complete right around the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I'm pretty sure the Giants saw big success for Sterling Shepard coming out of Oklahoma. They could see him in their offense working in the middle of the field and making big catches.
Second only to Michael Thomas last year among rookies in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Manning gonna throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Play clock winding down. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case...
The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Brandon Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 21-yard line.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. To throw on third down, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Manning. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing is Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Manning now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Manning to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Manning. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Dwayne Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now Manning throwing on second down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Boston. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.